It's just stupid computer. It's freaking YouTube. Either one is. Some of them are stupid.
You started the stream.
I just don't get it. Why is it not doing like?
You started the stream.
But I was like, oh, is it? Is it started? Hi guys, welcome to the latest Chinwag.
Good evening.
Good evening. No, but it's just so annoying, right? I've just been spending ages.
I've just been sitting here saying you've started the stream and you're just not even listening to me.
Yeah, but I spent ages trying to fix this freaking computer. We always get a message saying our stream is like the stream status is bad. It always says our stream status is bad. So we've actually reduced the resolution today to like 720p. So we're in a lower resolution, and like, you know, it's still saying that it's bad, and it's really frustrating.
We have this every week.
Look, this is what worries us, guys. Let me just show you. Look, this is our stream page, and that's what like it shows us. So you can see, like, you know, it's messed up. It's saying it's bad. So can you let us know if the stream is bad? Hey Stephen.
Because YouTube are telling us it's bad.
Yeah, very funny. That's from Ghostbusters, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So welcome.
So apologies for the start of Zaheer's little rant about why is it so bad. Should we start again? Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate everyone that's popping in. It's really kind of you to spend your evening with us.
Chinwag number 100.
Number 100.
Number 100.
Yeah, it is. Wow, that's a lot.
We made it.
Was there like a goal or something to make
I'm surprised we kept going so long.
RJ says, still got time for fish and chips. And BCP says, hi everyone, congratulations on reaching the 100th. Thank you.
Thank you.
BCP. Shazad says hi. So there's Richard Payne, Stephen Bennett, Pete's Retro Collectibles. Hi all, back when it starts. Okay, cool. Mr. Cha-Ching. Did I say Stephen Moore? I think I did.
I think we did,
Laura
yes.
Eccleston. Sean Gilbert says, 100th show, wonder if they'll dress up in Halloween clothing. Don't be silly. Come on.
No, we're in our normal clothing.
Yeah,
well, apart from Zaheer's pulled out the feeler, but he wears this quite a lot, so
I've been wearing
it's nothing new really, is it?
And I've got my old EA work shirt underneath. this was given, and now
now we've been joined by the wet dog.
Oh, seriously. No, not today. Get down.
Can you get down?
Get down, Alf. He's like, how?
Take him down your side.
Yeah, go down this side.
Let him go face first. Don't let him go backwards.
Yeah. This way. Go down.
Yeah, that's it. Fine. Okay.
Yeah, we can't have Alf up here. He's too heavy.
He's just come back from a walk. We've all come back from a walk, and he's actually wet. So
yeah. Stephen Moss says congratulations as well on the 100th. Thank you. Yes, mate, all good, says Mr. Shing. Good evening, Bexy and Alfie's leftovers. Says Southwest Sellers.
Oh dear.
RJ says, please sub to my channel, guys. New sales video out today. So if you want to subscribe to RJ's YouTube channel, if you hover over his name, there'll be 3 little dots that appear. If you click on those dots, you'll be able to go to his channel and subscribe. So please do that for RJ. That would be cool. Good evening, everyone says Flipping Fantastic Finds.
Good evening.
Lobster Pot has joined us as well. Anne Hamilton has joined us. George Ross has joined us. So what's the special event for reaching 100? Beck's head shave.
No.
Yeah, we didn't really plan anything.
We didn't really plan anything, to be quite honest.
But it's nice to reach 100 because it shows that we've like done it 100 times. I suppose that, like, you know,
that could be taken in a different way.
No, like as in the like that we've sat here and done the show 100 times. You know, like that.
That's a better way of explaining it.
100 episodes of laughing and innuendo, says Ray. Yeah, pretty much. Tim Ward says hi as well. Well, welcome to the chat. Really do appreciate it. What's the topic? I did kind of have an idea for a topic. I don't like, it wasn't anything specific, but I think it was like we've noticed a nice little uptick in sales this week, and it's because we've been taking some decisions in the show. And I wanted to title the chat, but I didn't. I thought it might be a bit too silly, like a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. I just think that's such a great saying.
Do you know what? Since I've come home from work, I've heard this saying about 3 times. Yeah. And I've not been in from work long.
Yeah, 3 times it has been, at least, yeah. So, discuss. A bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. Yeah, let's discuss it.
Let's discuss this.
So, okay. Yes, that's what we're going to talk about. Yes, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush.
Yes.
Yes. So, let's take it from there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to say now.
RJ's asking for a spanner if we've got spaces.
If we need one, we'll add. We don't want to add loads.
I don't know if we've got any mods in the chat this evening. Actually.
Yeah. If we need it, touch wood, we don't really have any issues in the chat. So it's kind of cool as it is. There's not a space issue, RJ, at all.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Go on, because you've asked, I suppose.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone else is.
Yeah, I don't like having loads and loads of It's not smutty Southwest Settlers, but yes, you'll be on the next time we need some, RJ, or if we need them, then we'll definitely make you a moderator on the chat if you'd like to be. That is, but yeah, we don't often need it. We're not that busy. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that.
No, we haven't really been.
But yeah, so let me just say it one more time. A bird in the hand. Is worth 2 in the bush. The point of that is, I'm guessing, is what do you think it is? Like,
I haven't got a clue.
Think about it. Think about it. Would you rather have a bird in the hand, like it's your bird, or 2, but they're in the bush and you go and get them?
Okay.
They're not quite easy to get, are they?
Okay, I don't want any birds.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be birds. It can be anything. That's like a saying, like. It's like saying...
Stephen Moore's asking what kind of bird.
Emu. That's the big bird, Stephen. No. I think it's...
One that fits in your hand.
Yeah, it's got to be a hand size. Like, you can replace bird. I don't know. Like, you can replace the bird with anything. It's like saying, would you rather have, 10 pounds in your hand, or there's 20, but it's above that, it's in that prickly, thorny bush that you're going to get scraped up to get. So what would you rather have? 10 pounds in your hand?
Yeah, but then that could be taken a different way, though.
How? Like,
as in,
or what if it was above? Or, okay.
No, because as in, if, you can have £10 now because it's easy and you can have it now, or do you work hard for it and get the 20?
All right, then let's change it. £10 in your hand. All right, okay.
I'm just throwing it out
that's
there.
Fine. All right, £10 in the hand, or you can have 50,000.
Man, I've ruined your saying.
No, you haven't at all. All right, you can have £10 now, or you can have 50,000 in Pluto. Huh. So, what are you going to do? Do you want 50 grand, but it's in Pluto, or do you want £10 in your hand? Answer the question.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You've got a choice.
I don't want to make a choice.
Well, you can either have to make a choice? Well, if you've got £10 cash right now, or you can somehow figure out a way to get to Pluto and then get 50 grand. But by the time you get there with time you'll be old.
You said was you can have the bird in your hand now, or 2 in the bush.
So that's what it means. That's pretty much what it means. So really, we should change that saying to £10 in your hand now, or 50 grand in Pluto.
Yeah, this is just
no.
You can decide what you want to do.
No, don't you think it's the right saying? The point.
Yeah, no, I get the point you're making, but I was just saying when you said you can have £10 now, or you can have £20 in the prickly bush, and I was like, well, you might have to work hard for the £20 in the prickly bush, but
no,
it depends what you want.
I meant Pluto the planet. So it's far away. You can't. Oh God, you guys are just making this unnecessarily difficult. I think it's quite obvious what I'm trying to get at, and Rebecca is just being facetious or something.
I'm not at all.
Yeah,
I'm not at all. I was just,
Yeah, you're just being contrary. That's it. You're being contrary. Yeah. That's the word, not facetious. Maybe. Yeah, being a bit contrary there.
Okay. I won't question your little phrase then that you've been saying non-stop.
Just tuned in. Has he turned into ads talking about money on dwarf planets?
Oh.
No, David. My point was, it's actually reselling related.
Yeah.
That that, you know, how do you, like, we've seen like a nice little uptick with a pickup in our sales over the last couple of days because we've decided that we're now much more open to take offers on our items, take less money for the items. I mean, so what we're basically saying is like, do we sit on our inventory?
I don't know why the offers had been taken off in the first place.
Neither do I.
I know for like certain items, I know, which is what I don't understand is why they've been completely taken off of the listings overall. But I know with some of the RC parts, because some of them are priced like $3.99 and with free shipping, you know, we can't really accept offers on those because you know it's a low price anyway. So stuff like that shouldn't have had best offer on. But I don't know as to why the rest of the stock was on.
Yeah, well, it didn't. So you know, we've put offers on, and then we've suddenly had lots of offers. Yeah. People making offers.
Oh, so why weren't you doing this then?
Huh? Well, I did. That's my point. I thought to myself, a bird in the hand or two in the bush. And I thought, you know what?
Oh, my goodness.
That's why I'm going to put best offer on.
If you keep saying that, I'm going to find some tape and I'm going to tape your mouth.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted...
Oh, look, I've got eBay tape right next to me.
No, but that's why I wanted to do what that's why I put best offer on stuff. And also it got me thinking, like, we're sat with all this stock. It wouldn't harm if we maybe did some bigger bundles. And even though we'd be selling it for less than its market value, it would still be, you know, money in our hands, like, quickly, versus dripping in slowly, and then we can take that money and do something else with it and build more money from it.
We spoke about this a little bit this morning because it's getting to the point where we want to look at certain stock, and we have been anyway because of, you know, the stuff that we've been clearing out anyway, from, you know, stuff that we don't particularly want to list, not going to list, can't be bothered to deal with, had it for quite a while. So we've been putting a few bits and pieces through auction, but then it gave us gave you the idea to have a look at some of the other stock that we've had listed, like some of the parts that we've had listed for a year now, and to actually assess it, see whether we've had any sales on those items, and decide whether we want to just kind of start you know, auctioning off a few other bits and pieces,
or selling off, just in bulk, you know, bulk sales.
So that's the point. And we're not talking about getting rid of all of our parts. We're talking about getting rid of the stock that hasn't necessarily sold for us, and whether it's something that we're doing wrong or it just doesn't have like the, you know.
Yeah.
Because it will sell eventually.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to be dead by the time it sells. I don't want an inventory, you know, I don't want to have a store with like, you know, 5 million items and I'll be like 90 years old going, oh, look at my store with 5 million items. I don't want that. I'd rather have some cash, i.e. a bird in the hand. That's the cash, right?
Please. I've heard this like so many times now.
Well, you know, you don't want to listen to it, you know.
I don't want to hear your, like, you know.
It's true. It's true.
No, sit down.
Quick flip or hang out for big price, says Joan. See, I'm now more and more erring on quick flip. You know, when I think about it, I might even, next time I get a huge haul, right, this is something I'd like to try as well, because until you've tried it, you don't know these things, right? We've now bought 2 decent sized hauls, and for us decent sized means we've spent like $3,000 plus, you know, $3,500 on each, basically, wasn't it? So we had 2 hauls, both cost us about $3,500 coincidentally. What I would love to do is the next time I find a haul that's like $3,500, I would love to not actually list it, but to find someone else that will pay me maybe $4,500 or $4,000 even for it, so that I would buy it on one day of the week and then sell it like a couple days later without having to process it, list it or anything, without having to pay eBay fees or PayPal fees or anything. Again, cash in hand.
No.
Cash in hand. No. You know, and Alf! Oh, God. Oh, damn it. Just.
Man, I really thought that was going to hit me.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna, Alf, you mutt. Can you lower it a bit so it's more stable, maybe, honey? Because that one keeps on dropping. It's a bit of a, yeah.
Is that one
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe make it like wider on the base. You know, like the base. Unscrew it and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it's not like as wide as maybe it should be. So, unscrew it and then do that.
You were setting up the lights this evening.
I did, but like Alf just knocked it over, didn't he? Okay, now he can make it higher because. Oh, and what happened to that light?
No idea.
No wonder it's gotten darker. I was like, what happened there? That's a bit weird. Isn't this light on? I don't think that light's been on all this time. Yeah. I was wondering why it went all dark.
Right, there we go. That should be better.
Okay. Tom says rip headphone users. Oh. Yeah, I've made the mic super loud so no one complains. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Alfie is fine. He just knocked one of the lights.
Okay. RJ says understand that 100%. Zaheer.
Oh, that's good.
Stephen Moore says wish I could find a big haul. It saves time. Got to go back out to boot fairs now. Ash says I always aim for quick flips. I got to pay my bills monthly, not yearly. Yes, Ash. I might play Fortnite with you for that comment.
Do you know it's the might?
I will. I want to play. I'm in the mood. Joan says took a carload of dead stock to auction today. Boy, that felt good clearing space. Yes. Funnily enough, I've done that recently. Yep. Taken some stuff to auction, to clear out. But I was just thinking that it would be really cool. It would be really cool to, just try it, just to buy the stock in a big bulk amount and then sell it. So that Alf wants to be on camera. That scared the crap out of me, says Steve.
Oh no, do you know what? It scared me as well. It was coming towards me. And the thing is, like, they're not like heavy lights either, but they just...
Karen says, here, you're sounding more like someone that wants to be a drop shipper. I wouldn't say so, because drop shipping is like the whole idea of like putting up a bunch of like listings of stock that you don't have in the hand. I'm all about having it in the hand. That's what I've said all throughout this video. I've been talking that I like my birds in the hand, whereas a drop shipper will keep them in the bush. So, drop shippers, it's not my cup of tea, because what a dropshipper will do is they'll make a bunch of listings on eBay or Amazon or wherever, and then when an item sells, they have a system in place where they can get the stock. Oftentimes they'll be buying from online shops or whatever.
Oh, so he doesn't have anything in his hand.
Yeah, exactly. He's got nothing in the hand.
Just in the bush.
But I'm still wanting to go out and find deals. I'm still wanting to go out and find these big job lots and things. But I would love to just once, I'm not saying it would work. It might be a massive fail, but wouldn't it have been amazing if I'd bought something for like $3,500 and found someone that's willing to pay me $4,500 or $5,000, and you can make a quick £500 or £1,000 instantly, and then you've got your money back, and then you can go straight back out, and you're not spending your life spending hours and hours.
No, but I think me and you differ on this.
That's fine.
Because I am from the point of view that if I've spent that money, I clearly want to like have some involvement in that stock. And
or you've spent the money to flip. Or you've spent the money knowing that, hold on, this job lot at $3,500, I bet you I can find someone that wants to pay me for it.
No, because if you look at the first haul that we actually had.
Yeah. You don't think someone would have paid us $4,000 or $4,500? And we would have lost out.
Would have wanted to, because one, at the time, I'm not sure that we truly knew like the true value of what we had.
No, we didn't.
I'm going to be completely honest.
We thought the value was in the die cast and the model. Yeah.
We did not see the RC as like the biggest bulk of our business when we bought it.
But my point is, like, I appreciate what you're saying, like, looking back in hindsight, look how much money we've made from it. But my point is, I'm not saying just do that. I'm just saying it would be nice to just try it once, because equally, you don't know what we could have done if someone... Okay. Say we'd flipped it for $4,000.
You can try it once, right? Yeah. But just don't tell me about it, because I think me and you really differ.
Yeah, but think about it. Imagine what it could be different. Things could be so different, because you imagine we could have bought that for $3,500, maybe found someone that wanted to buy it for $4,500, made a quick grand, and we suddenly have £4.5 to go out again, and we could have gone into so different areas. It would be like a completely different situation, wouldn't it? And I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I'm just saying I'd like to try that.
Well, you try that. But
I have to tell you about it. You know, what if I find a big deal? You're going to be involved, aren't you? You're going to come along with me, and then we're going to be exactly. And then we're going to be like, okay, so we're going to buy this, but I reckon we can find, because I'm sure if we'd found all that stock, like there'll be so many other sellers out there that do want to take the time to split it. Because at the end of the day, it's somewhere being between a wholesaler and an end of like the end seller, isn't it? It's like having a foot in both camps. Sometimes you will want to take what you've bought and split it down to everything, like we did with this stuff. And by the way, I will say, just so you know, I'm glad that we did that, and I'm happy because it's given me like love for my hobby, and I enjoy it, and so I'm grateful.
I agree with getting like doing it with some of the parts, or breaking it down to a certain degree, but I don't necessarily think about like selling the whole lot, like doing I'm not saying a quick flip like that. I just don't think that is really what I would really like to do.
But I'd like to try it.
I can understand imagine
if we bought like 1,000 of these cameras, right? We could sell them individually and make a lot of money by selling 1,000 cameras and putting our feedback online 1,000 times, blah blah. And if you could flip it, wouldn't that be like a nice thing to try? And then come away with a nice profit.
I understand completely what you're saying, because you're pretty much saying you could get money out quicker and then jump. You back don't know what
you're going to be in as well. Keeps it fresh.
But I don't necessarily agree with that way.
Really?
Because if you're trying to build something that's stable, and
that is stable, because you've got cash, you're liquid. That in a way, I think that's more stable. The biggest killer for most businesses is cash flow. So if you're doing it on a regular basis, and there's no shortage of stock, it's not like
I'm not saying that though.
Yeah, but it's stable by having cash flow. You'd always have cash, because you wouldn't be holding on to stock. Yeah, but you could build
cash flow in different ways. Is what I'm saying, because you can, get a haul like that and do exactly what we did, and you would still have your said cash flow.
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
You would still have cash flow by
yeah, but it's trickling in.
Yeah, it's
trickling in that you can't do the same thing with.
It's still
but you can't do the same thing with, can you? Like by having it in a lump, it gives you more options, because that's what I'm saying. We obviously will have different views. I think Shazad has actually said it there quite nicely. I think the issue is that your stock is inherently long tail, but your personality is quick flip. So I think maybe
we've known that for I mean, you've always wanted.
I'm impatient.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
But I wouldn't say.
I think my personality is more get a haul and
break it down
and sell it,
and break it down to every little thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the difference. I mean, I just like to try it. I'm not saying it would be right. Let's go into the chat and see what the chat thinks about this, because it would be interesting. It would be interesting. And because I think there's different ideas to this, and you got to think about it when you're buying the haul from someone. They've got to be getting something out of it as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it either, right? Otherwise, no one would ever sell a haul, would they? But anyway, we'll see what the chat says. Right, the Hill says, questions here. What website do you use to ship your orders? Use Royal Mail, click and drop. Okay. I don't know what is going on with auctions to buy at the moment. Stuff has been selling 2-3 times what it sells for on eBay. That always happens if there's collectors there. Bettina says hi. Nick has popped in, says hi guys, always miss the start of these. Having tea, no worries. We've just been
arguing.
We've just been arguing pretty much. So it is good though. Better to have failed than not have tried, and think of what might have been, says RJ. See, I think I need to do it.
And I said go ahead and do that, but just don't involve me in that part of it.
You need to not buy long tail then, Z. I've done this with DVDs. Well, see, what I'd like to think is I'm balanced enough that I will still buy a job lot if it's long tail, but the key would be for me to then, like, it would come with experience, because you got to remember, guys, when we bought this, like we've said, we didn't even know that the RC stuff was going to be so lucrative. We had a feeling it was good
Yeah,
because they even said it was going to be
yeah,
good to us. They were like,
"This
"This is
it would,"
but we didn't know how lucrative.
But we didn't
Yeah.
know.
And
like,
what I'm
the
thinking
extent
is
of it.
maybe
I mean, I know we
yeah.
bought a lot
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, but yeah, I still didn't.
And what I'm hoping is maybe we get more experienced. The next time we see a haul, maybe we'll be able to look at it and we'll be able to say that's a long tail haul. Mm-hmm. That's one we should break down and rinse for what it's worth and keep hold of it. It's compact, whatever. It fits whatever our criteria is.
Yeah,
and then hopefully if we come across a haul that...
The thing that I would obviously, like with doing like hauls and flips like that would probably concern me would be, you know, obviously taking less profit on it.
Yeah.
And maybe possibly undervaluing it because we don't have that experience of, you know.
Well, you got to start somewhere though.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you could actually be undervaluing.
You could be, yeah. If you sell it on and you only make, say you buy a like I said, it's going to come with practice. But I think the key is we're going to need to, the next haul we find, we're going to need to judge whether it's long tail or whether it's, you know, hot selling stock, long tail stock or you know, fast selling stuff. We're going to have to measure up whether we'd be happy storing it if it's long tail, because those things also come into it. Like, you know, how long can you stomach staring at it as well? And then you'd have to look at what do you reckon you can get? Like you said, like how much would you be able to sell it on for? Because you've got to make sure that whoever's buying it is going to still feel like they're getting a really good deal, because they're the ones going to do all the work to make the money, right? You're not doing any of the work. You're just buying it from one place and offering it to someone else, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, that's my thinking behind it. Zaheer's reminded me I've got to trim the big bush in my front garden. I don't think there's any birds in it though. Okay. I think you have someone that is the next level down. I think if you have someone that is the next level down, basically you need someone in your position to sell it onto. This may happen over time. Well, that's it, Karen. I think that there's plenty of us out there, and we're still going to buy hauls to split and sell. You know, I'm not saying I don't want to do it anymore. In fact, it's our plan to continue doing it. But what I'm saying is, if I come across the right haul, I'd love to drop like $3,000 on it. And just maybe it's just me being naive here and just thinking that in a couple of days I could have found another reseller that it's right up their alley, and I can sell it to them for a markup of 500 or $1,000, $4,000, and they can go on and make 12 or 15 out of it. I don't mind them making 12 or 15 out of it, as long as I make that $1,000 within 3 or 4 days.
I understand that,
but what?
I still don't think it's...
You don't think it should be like... You don't think it's what?
I don't think it's for me.
Okay, but you don't think we could do both, like as a little balance? Like, you know, like still do what we've been doing, but then add it, you don't think?
Maybe.
Man, you're hard sometimes, Beck.
So are you.
Me?
I don't even want to talk to you now.
Why not?
Why do we have to have this conversation now?
Because it's been bothering me. BCP says, I've been trimming bushes all day at work. I hate hedges now. Can we talk about coffee? Nick says, quick flips versus long tail higher profits, totally different models. Yeah, but I think you can have feet in both camps. I think it depends on what you're selling. Like, I love the RC stuff. If I found another RC haul, you can bet your bottom dollar I'd be splitting it down to individual parts because I like to do it. But if I found something else, I don't know. You know, obviously I'd have to do it behind Beck's back. Steve in the chat, Hixie says, you do the donkey work, Z, buy a haul for $3,000, then just come straight round to mine and I'll give you 4 for it. Saves me the hassle of... See, for me, I'm looking at that and thinking, that sounds like genius to me. Like, I'd be so much happier just taking 3, flipping it to 4, and then...
Yeah, but you know, if you're investing the $3,000 in the first place, I know you're still
making a quick grand.
I know. No, but I know you're getting.
Yeah, if you do that a few times,
you've got to look at what you could have possibly gotten.
Of course you can, but I think
I know you say.
But then, how long are you're gonna have to wait for? How long?
I know you say it trickles in, but this is actually our business model right now. So our money does trickle in from the haul that we bought last year. Yeah. But are you really complaining about it?
I'm not complaining. I'm just adding.
Seriously?
It's adding onto. I'm not replacing that.
Yeah.
See, you're man. Honestly, it's your suitcase, man. Yes, my suitcase.
It is my suitcase.
Yeah, it's your suitcase.
It is my suitcase.
It's just something I want to do. You'd soon shoot over the VAT threshold, though, Z says George. Yeah, you would, but I don't see that as an issue. I really don't. The VAT threshold isn't something that bothers me. It's just something, I'm not saying, like I said, guys, just to reiterate, I wouldn't replace what we're doing. I'm just saying I'd love to be knowledgeable enough to spot opportunities, right? It's about spotting an opportunity. Now imagine if we'd bought a haul that we just could not get our heads into processing. Say if it was something we just didn't.
Absolutely, and there will come a time where we pick stuff up and we just go, you know what, this isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
We need to get rid, and we will do it.
Yeah.
And hopefully make profit out of it in doing so. But I'm not.
Well, you're sort of on board in a very controlled way. Like you've got very specific. You've got a very specific set of criteria in which you would do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's good.
Well, we both know who the reckless one
just
is.
Just remember when you're making the decision that a bird in the hand is better.
I've got eBay tape here.
Hold on a second. Okay, I believe it's a legit saying as well. There you go. See? Bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. It says it on Google. There you go, guys. If you need proof.
But then
there you go.
Do you know what? Then that doesn't make sense for what you're trying to say.
Why not? Maybe it's the wrong one.
Look at what it says.
What does it say? It's used for saying that it's better to hold on to something. Yeah. They've got it wrong. I like. My version's better.
Oh man.
No.
I'm glad you read that.
My version is better. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Sadia K says, I think your way makes a lot of sense Zaheer. No need to stress about storage, etc. No need to get bored of the same type of item. So there's pros and cons. Yeah,
I think for you that it would suit you.
Yeah.
Because you get bored of things very, very quickly, and you do just want to kind of move on from it. You like. We've been dealing with the RC stuff for a year, and I can already see that you're bored of it.
No, I'm not bored of the RC.
Yeah. Okay, not bored of it.
No,
but maybe just.
No, I just want to try something different with the next haul.
That's what I mean.
No, but I'm still. Yeah, but that's because we've already got that lined up. Because in my head, the RC is almost like I know where I'm going to get more, and I'm sorted. I'm happy. Like, yeah, no. I'm happy with that because we know what we're going to do next, don't we? As soon as we've got a bit of the cash, we're going to be, back.
Okay.
If you're spending £4,000 and making 500, says Sean, yes, you make money, but only 12.5%. Do it 21 times a year. That's 10,000 plus earnings. Any more you go over 85,000, it isn't worth it due to that. Yeah, I appreciate that, but I'd be hoping that there'll be some way you'd make more or less. And like I said, it's not about constantly, it's just about spotting it, right? It's just about spotting like the odd opportunity that's going to turn up and then nailing that opportunity. And you know what, hopefully if you spend 4 you might be able to flip it for more. I was just being kind of like cautious and saying, you should be able to find someone that'll pay you just 500 quid more is what that's my thinking, because if you think it's worth $4,000, surely there's someone out there that will probably think it's worth 4.5 is what I was thinking. Like as a very bare minimum, that was it.
Yeah, but if you've only paid like 3.5 for it, you might get someone out there that only thinks it's worth 3.5. Yeah, I know he wants to pay you 3.5.
Ryan says 100 Chinwags. What a ride it has been. Love it here on Friday. Good work, guys. Thank you, Ryan. That's really kind of you. Shazad says only issue with that Z is are you going to be able to get regular calls? Very true. That's a really good point. And then when you do find one, you're going to want to maximize it. So I do appreciate that. You could buy something for 84 grand, sell it for 85 and you qualify for that, says George. Yeah, true. And that would screw you, wouldn't it? So yeah, that rapidly becomes an issue dealing in big flips. Yeah, I mean, it's true. But I wouldn't let the VAT threshold like I wouldn't really like to see it as an obstacle. I don't see it as an obstacle. If you're going to earn the money, you're going to earn the money. You know what the rules are. You know, if you go over it, you go over it. It's not, I don't see it, you know, and if you're going to have an accountant, it's really not too much of an issue. I don't see it as an issue. But yeah. It would appear Bex has perfected the not convinced face, says Stu. Yeah, she gets a lot of practice.
I get a lot of practice there.
Was at Steve, when are you round Z's house? I don't know when next. Okay.
Yeah, you had a lunch date, didn't you?
You are basically describing a wholesaler, says Nick. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is basically describing being a wholesaler as well. I've talked about this before. You know, like with you actually, Nick. I remember when we were like doing the moonwalk in like training in Birmingham. But yeah, it's just what, you know, I was just thinking on the odd occasion. I'm not saying like change my business completely, you know. I'm not saying like change it all and you know, just forget about it. But anyway, that's my humble opinion, guys. That is my humble opinion.
We're like really, really far behind. So
yeah, we're way far behind.
Because we've been doing a lot of talking, so we're just going to try and catch up.
Nosy, keep buying halls and keep me in stock and I'll keep you in chicken, says Steve. Thank you. Question, this is the 100th episode. Was there a 100th graph? Oh, we've had a super chat come in from George saying hashtag Team Bex. Thank you, George.
Thank you for the super chat.
Man, you're getting the support here. Wholesaler end supplier, totally different worlds with different problems, says Nick. Yeah, it's true. It is. I mean, you know, you've dealt with wholesalers when you had the shops and stuff, so you know, I'm sure, like, you know, it's just I'm thinking surely you can dabble when you see an opportunity, just the odd opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't know if my settings are right, or is Z really speaking at 200 words per minute. I'll slow down. Bex disagreeing with Z. What's new? Welcome to the 100 episodes.
There's nothing new. We always disagree.
David M, the car boot picker, says hello from Northern Ireland, everybody. Hello, Zaheer and Bex. Hi there.
Hello.
Trickle over the long term is better than a lump, Z, says Ryan. I don't know if you mean anything by that other than what you've...
Yeah,
just trying to see if there's a meaning in that.
No, I think that's...
I'm finding this heated discussion a tad upsetting. Can we go back to talking about birds again? Oh gosh.
No, he's going to stay away from the birds now.
Yeah.
He's found the true meaning of
yeah, no,
of what that saying means.
Yeah, now that we're going to...
do you know what? When you kept saying, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not what it means.
I can't believe it.
But I would just let you carry on.
If you sold your RC haul as lump sum, say for 10k, look how much more you've made from doing it long term. Yes, exactly. Of course, yeah. I'm not saying it's not either or. This isn't like supporting Man City. It doesn't mean just because you do it, you know, guys, I'm not like, you think about it that way. I'm not saying this is the problem with the internet, guys, right? This is a completely different rant. This is the problem with the internet, okay? Just because I've said I want to do that doesn't mean I'm turning my back on the other stuff. You know, I'm just saying, in addition, on the odd occasion, when the opportunity presents itself.
Maybe it's the way you explain it.
Maybe I explained it
your
wrong.
Confusing little saying.
Yeah, exactly. I think exactly. So yes, I agree. I probably didn't explain it properly. What would you do if you tried to match up Iron Man?
Oh dear.
Oh gosh. And Karen has super chatted £2. Maybe a mixed cherry pick, best bits, and then job lot the rest. So yeah, that's another option.
That's a compromise.
Mel, hi Mel, thanks for popping in. Thanks for the super chat, Karen. Appreciate it. So Mel's in there as well. Tom agrees with you as well. Listen to Beck, Z. Yeah, everyone's saying listen to Beck. Okay, let's just scroll down. You ever looked into a second mortgage with the idea of renting it out? Been tempted to work towards it myself, says Ash. Well, we wouldn't mind having one mortgage, Ash. We're renting, so you know. But in the future, I'm sure it'd be good. I'm with Z. I buy stuff that my brother sells and sell on to him for a nice profit, knowing he can still double up on it because he has the contacts I haven't. Says Flipping Fantastic Finds. A bit of both, guys. You know, a bit of both.
Do you know what? I think I can see your point with it.
Yeah.
I think it suits your personality and the way you think.
But for example, the guy that we buy the RC stuff from, he's doing the same to us, isn't he?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we have to do it.
No.
We can choose to split it and make more money out of it.
Yeah.
He's selling it to us for that very reason.
Yeah.
He got sold it at a cheap price. That's why he's selling it on to us.
Yeah. Exactly. Tape the bird to the hand, Z. Lol, leave the bush alone. Z, I offered you £50 last year when you wanted to sell the RC stuff. Bet you've earned more than 50 quid. Says, yeah. Shazad says the greatest show ever. Oh, thank you, Shazad. Very kind. Z using a phrase to debunk his own theories. Genius, says Nick.
I just say you just skipped Jason.
Oh, what did Jason say? Half an hour and Z finds out he's
wrong.
I wasn't wrong. It's the way
you're just using the wrong saying.
It's a matter of perspective, right?
Well, this is why I said to you.
Like, in my head,
what did I say to you? It could be taken a different way.
If I was an alien and I just landed, all right, on this planet, if I was an alien, right, say I've come from Mars, okay, and you said to me, "Oh, hello there, Mr. Martian. I've heard that a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush." To me, that would be like, yeah, actually, take the bird, you know.
No. But it's like, hold on to something. Okay, so you're holding on to that one, yeah?
I wish I hadn't shown that now. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
So it's telling you to keep what you've got.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I know. Oh, gosh. All right.
Oh, dear.
If you work larger amounts like big hauls and flip, margins are smaller. If you pay 20% of that out, you're shafted, says Beats Retro Collectibles. What a crack is he on? Can I have some, please? Oh, gosh. Alien, about right, lol. Alien wouldn't know what a bird or a bush is.
I know, right?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, gosh. Karen says it made sense to me, Z. I know what you was trying to say. Oh, thanks, Karen. Well, will you take lessons? You've been on the blue Smarties. No. Oh, okay.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
What can we say?
I think it's time. Let's just agree that went as planned,
do you know what?
didn't it? That went as planned. Yeah. Let's just pretend that went as planned. Okay, just for my ego.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got your point across.
Yes.
And you were right.
Thank you, honey.
You weren't wrong.
Thank you. See? That's all I need. See? That's all you need to do. We know what's going on.
I'll sit here and secretly laugh, okay?
Yeah. Beck just reminds you about the craft horse. And Tom says, can I have some of Dr. Z's Happy Meds? It's the feeler top. He goes wild when it goes on for him. He must be on the petrol. No. Zaheer, do you, in all seriousness, think it's because you're running out of stock to list? You're bored with that actual stock? No, not at all. No. We've actually already got a plan to get more RC in.
Yeah.
So we will be buying more RC.
But
so
we
to
will
split,
be mixing it up as well.
But we are we're always looking for things. It was just something that I've thought about for quite a long time. Like I said, I even was chatting to Nick about this when we were trudging through Birmingham for the moonwalk training. Yeah. I was even it's been something I've talked to Hixie about it on a number of times. I've talked to you about it a number of times. I always thought you just didn't listen to me properly, but you know, maybe my explanations need a bit of work. Okay, for the next Chinwag, can Z explain the phrase "many a mickle makes a muckle"?
I'm sure you have a different interpretation of it.
If I'd read what the explanation said, I just didn't read. I just assumed I knew. I just checked it.
You were just like, I know what this means.
Yeah. Chart, says Adam. There will be graphs.
Graph.
Okay. There will be graphs. We'll do some graphs.
And it's not like one that we've drawn either.
No. Z, you only need to do a few S Club star jumps, I guess. We can all make a pact to forget this ever happened. Oh, gosh. I keep thinking of opening a second store, and that's as far as it gets, as Karen.
Yeah.
Maybe list Beck's scarves while she's at work, Z, if you're bored. She won't let me.
No, I won't let him touch the
She
stuff
won't.
I've got.
That's the thing, she actually won't let me.
Yeah.
So.
He has actually asked if he can list it, and I've said no.
Z, give it a go. Big ideas are still only ideas. Go for it. Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to try it on stuff that I know will make us money. I will try it, I will try it on the stuff that I think it will work for. Or like if I found a haul of something, do you know what I think I'll do? To play it safe, we'll probably just wait until we find a massive haul that's too good to not buy, but is also something that neither of us can realistically see listing and breaking down and getting into. If we find that haul, that's what we'll try it on. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. But just so you know.
Shake. There's no bird in my hand.
Just so you know, I can't see it happening either.
Okay. Why can't you see it happening?
Because I will deal with anything.
You'll deal with anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm saying just in case. In case.
So.
But yeah.
Are we going to?
We will do some.
Talk about ourselves.
Yeah. We'll talk about some sales. We will. Shall we do some sales? A scarf in the bush is worth $2. The pot calling the kettle black. Oh gosh. All right. Popping into the shop, says Lex. Who wants out? Oh, we've already been to Sainsbury's.
We have.
As your favourite group say, reach for the stars. Tom, stop spreading rumours, right? They're not my favourite group. I just happened to mention, what they did. No, but you're getting them confused. No, that is S Club, isn't it? Reach for the stars. Reach for the stars.
Go on, Karen, sing.
No, anyway. All right. I would hire someone in that case, says Shazad, if you found a haul that you didn't like.
Yeah.
And a curly whirly. All right, let's do some sales. We haven't done any sales for a while. We'll do some sales. Yeah. Let me just get the screen up. We're using the PayPal graph as usual. Just show you what sales have been like. Let's transition. Okay, guys. So this is what our sales have been like over the past 7 days. We have been going through a quietish patch, as we have shown. And basically, things have started to pick up over the last couple of days. Not massively, but enough. So you can see we had a few really low value days at the beginning of the week, where we had a £51 day on the 29th, an £80 day there. But then we've had a 92, 100, 100, and then 203, 221. And that was on the 4th. And today as well, we're doing pretty well. I think today, so far, we're on about 100 and something. That is just our eBay sales. So it's $850 so far. £109 of that is delivery cost as well. So yeah, by the way, we're showing a different graph to what we normally do, because I noticed there was an actual issue with the other graphs where it was showing more days of the previous years versus this year, so it wasn't accurate in comparing because it wasn't updating. This is more up to date. You can see this is updated an hour ago, so this is much more accurate. So super up to date, this one. So yeah, we did 850, which we're
Karen
pretty pleased with.
was just asking, what's up with your graph?
Yeah, it's a bar graph.
It's just the other one, like Zaheer said,
what we
wasn't
found,
calculating the correct number of
what
days.
we found is it would sometimes be 2 days of data from last year ahead, and this year it would have stopped, and so it was right. So it was, this is decent. We have had better sales, but we're starting to get back up to where we were. I think the sales difference over the last few days has been since reintroducing a best offer. Today we've accepted a lot of best offers. We mentioned that. Just being a lot more competitive with our pricing. I don't know why Alpha's
he's decided to
sit
here and join us.
So we're pretty pleased that it's starting to go back up. And you know, it's just so we can't complain. So this is just from the 28th of September to the 5th. In terms of number of transactions, that's donated, or like that is, what's the word, shown by the blue line. That's
transactions.
Yeah, the blue line, basically number of transactions, number of payments received. You can see on our worst day we had 3 transactions. Most of our decent days we've got like 8, 10, 7, 5, 8, 6. So yeah, the decent number of transactions. So we're pretty pleased with how sales have gone. So can't complain too much. Yeah, you know, we're hoping that it's just going to keep going up. When we look at the kind of expected sales, obviously from October it starts to pick up a little bit. So yeah, we're pretty pleased with that. We're pretty pleased. Hopefully it will just get better and better. By listing a few more items and whatnot. But $8.50 on eBay, not bad. And I even sent some stuff into Amazon. So that's some graph action for you then, guys. Let's have a look. Question, Bex, what do you tell your workmates that your wife does for a living? YouTuber, chocolate bar reviewer, or eBay seller?
The last one.
The last one. Adam says, is that the trajectory of Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know, Adam.
Don't know.
I read you can earn £1,000 of personal stuff you don't need. I read you can earn £1,000 of personal stuff you don't need to declare. Anything more than 1,000 you must declare, says Sean. I'm guessing so. Yeah, we just use this for business sales. Adam and Ryan have met each other again in the chat. Okay. Oh gosh, that also looks like a graph of Alfie's win for the week.
Oh, possibly.
Average transactions for the last 7 days is 157. Wow, that is huge. That is really good. I'm listing every day now. It's making a huge difference. I expect it to. Q4 will be a killer. So yes. Birds also fly in the direction of the graph, says Alia. A low week is 800Z. How times have changed. Remember the old 200 days. Yeah, I mean, we did have weeks where we barely hit over 200, 300. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad week, Ryan. I wouldn't say it's a bad week because we've had we've had 600 and 500 and something pound weeks. So we've been through, like, the summertime has hit us.
And we do remind ourselves of this quite often. Like whenever we feel like, you know, we're like not like taking it for granted or not necessarily appreciating.
How's that gone so far away from you?
Because Alf jumped up.
Okay.
And we do give ourselves a little reminder and say, actually, do you remember when, you know, a good week for us was like, you know, 200-300.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. It is nice to have gotten those. Kenneth Christensen's joined as well, the chat, so thank you for popping in.
Yes.
Pete's Retro says that's out of date, I think. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Right. Oh, are you talking about the personal allowance thing? Yeah, I want to check that out. I don't know. You'd want to check. Yeah, you'd want to check that out. See what's going on with that. So that's the graph sorted. My best was £1,700 for a Sunday, says Pete. Wow, that's amazing.
That is.
And Mike says, good evening, both of you. Looked at mine this week, thought it was shy. Then looking at figures, I'm just over 100% up on last year. Big yay to PayPal working capital, says Karen. Yeah, working capital has been huge for us, hasn't it, hun? It's been massive. It has. Really big for us. And we've
nearly paid off.
We're nearly paid off, which is fantastic.
We've only
really looking forward to getting that.
Approximately a month
15%.
On it.
Yeah,
just depending on the sales for the month, really.
Kenneth says, "Am I the only fan from Denmark?" Wow, there's someone in Denmark watching. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, it keeps on knocking out.
Yeah,
words.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Lex is back with cigarettes, Bacardi, Rolos, bitter, and a curly whirly. Doing your own thing turning over close to 4k a month on an okay month, dude. Things have changed so much in the last 3 years for you. Been a joy to watch you grow in this game, says Ryan. Oh, Ryan's a legend, man. I love Ryan. He's brilliant. Thanks. If that's the only graph, I might go, says Adam. Yeah, that's the only graph. Sean is 1,000 total. Okay, talking about the thing. Okay, I'm also looking forward to Q4 on my main eBay account, says Sean. This year I have more stock, more choices. Wish Amazon will hurry up with my FBA. Still not showing. Oh. Right, gotta go, says Stu. Back to an epic session of merch uploading. Ladies and gentlemen, well, good luck with that, Stu.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. All right, I have 50 quid left to pay off my working capital, says Karen. If I pay back early, do you get rejected for another? There's no rhyme or reason, Karen. Just wait at least 24 hours or something, before applying, but there's no guaranteed answer.
I think they advise you a certain amount of days, don't they?
They normally say a certain amount, but you can normally do it after like 24 hours. I'm just hopping in the car, Lex, coming for my beer and sweets, says Nick. Sorry. Fortnight later, says Tom, maybe. PayPal rang me about the £10,000 offer. They said I could keep it for a year, no fees, no interest. I told them no. Wow, it's because they're seeing Shazad is such a sure bet. Do you know what I mean? They're just like, wow. So amazing. Can you not do that?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm feeling it on. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm really fidgety.
Very fidgety. Really.
I'm always fidgety.
Yeah.
You should know
Why
that,
do we have wellies on the top shelf? They're not wellies.
They're not.
They're a pickup. Should we show them?
Yeah, go on, you show them.
You show them. I've got Alf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now he's going to get up thinking you're going to feed him or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Alf, you have to just destroy everything. You show them. You show them, because I've got this now. We're giving them to me.
Right.
I'm doing this.
So, these are like some proper big boots that Zaheer picked up from charity shop.
Yeah, I bought those from the charity shop.
Nice thing. They're like,
Cheery.
what are they called? Samson. They're like safety footwear.
Oh god, this thing is just broken now.
And yeah, so nice set of boots.
They're made in England.
Yeah.
Basically they're rigger boots is what they're described as.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the word for them?
They're rigger boots. So they're that's what they're.
Yeah.
Let me just fix this mic. It's bothering me.
And
there we go. Yeah.
I don't know whether they've been worn.
No, they're new. They're new. They've got tags on them. We paid £10 for them. We've got them listed at 50.
Yeah, I don't know what size they are actually.
Yeah. They're 12.
Size 12.
Yeah, they're really good. Like they've got like a stitched label inside, so they're rigger boots. They're size 12. But yeah, we've got them up for 50, so we'll see whether we can get that for them. I'm not sure whether they're for oil rigs, Pete, but they may well be. I don't know.
Yeah, they might be.
They could well be. Okay. No, she wasn't touching me, right? They are selling fidget spinners at Boots House for 20p now, but yeah, it's not that. She's just always she's always moving her knee.
Yeah, do you know what?
It's so annoying.
I've got this thing where like
just annoying.
I do it without even thinking,
Constantly.
and I just constantly
sit there,
sit and move my knee up and down.
So annoying.
And I don't know whether it's like when I'm feeling
no, it's constantly.
Because I think it's even when I just sit on the sofa and do it.
Yeah, when you're chilling out.
I just do it without even thinking, and I've constantly moved my knee up and down, and it kind of judders like the chair, and he gets really frustrated, particularly when we're sitting like this, because we have to sit quite close. Yeah. So, and then it just annoys him.
Nick says, why does the meet-up feel like it was 6 months ago already? Oh, it's whenever you have, as I say, time flies when you're having fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Karen says they look really good quality. Yeah, they are really good quality. They you know, they're made in England. They're solid. They've got this. They're fully lined inside. Like they've got this red lining. So yeah, pretty cool. Right. What a boot, says Kenneth, used for training leg days. 1.5 stone on each leg. Cool. You're not bad reselling, Polly. Thank you for popping in. Get arranging another already, lol, then. Nick, Garstang 2019, says Karen. Is the Garstang not ready, man? Yeah. I have. Tom says, well, it'd be too small. Depends. Don't know.
No, do you know what? There's just not much.
There's not much to do up here, though, is there? There's not much to do. We could do it. You'd have to do it somewhere like Liverpool or Birmingham or London or something. Next time we're able to get down south.
Yeah.
Gosh, what other comments have come in here? Rigor mortis boots are what Undertakers wear. No, they're called very funny, PCP. Tom says, I have the knee bounce as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I do it quite often.
Andrea is a wriggler too, can be so annoying. What's annoying is when she's doing it right next to me, and then I get the vibration of like the movement, constantly moving. It's so annoying.
It's like now I'm like I've moved my knee so that I'm not like, you know, like making my knee go up and down, but now I'm like twiddling with my feet.
Oh, there you go. Ryan says a rigger boot is a particular type of pull-on safety boot in the UK. The name rigger comes from the fact they were standard issue for workers on the offshore oil rigs in the North Sea. There you go. Well, I mean, I did notice that the British safety standards that they adhere to have been like updated. So the British safety standard of these was like updated in like 2004, but they're still really good quality steel toe cap boots. So I'm hoping they're still going to have a market for them, even if they're not useful for an oil rig worker. I'm hoping they're still going to be useful for like a workman or someone just wants a quality boot. I'm hoping, you know, just fashion, because the British standards have been, the safety standards have been updated in 2004. Right. Fidget spinners was the old selling. I found out what sales ordered from China ranks are huge on Amazon, says Sean. That's cool. Okay. Time flies when you're having fun. Must be enjoying life too much. The last 30 years have flown by, says Ryan. Can you explain what time fly means, Lou? Time flies when you're having fun, you know. It moves quickly. Yeah, have it in Liverpool, says Adam. I'm not this isn't anything. We weren't arranging anything. There is a woodlouse on my gross. Woodlouse on your desk. Do you get restless Lex Bex? If so, tonic water is amazing for it, says Karen Selscliffe. I don't know. Okay. I love coming up to Garstang and clearing out the charity shop and tip shop at Steve Hixie, says Tom. Oh gosh. Ordered the new car, only issues that it's getting delivered in March, says that. Cool. Tried gin in hitchin, yuck, says Karen. Okay. Okay, yeah, Tom, I don't mind you coming here. Take all the crap, make more room for the good stuff. Oh, gosh. The best market for steel toe cap boots would be... What? The new Nazi party in Germany. I'm ashamed having to say that, but it's true. Oh, well, I hope it doesn't go to someone that's part of the new Nazi party in Germany. I'm hoping it will just go to some regular person. But, you know, it's at the end of the day... It's not a lot I can do. I can't wait to play Mega Man 11, says Ali. I just received it today. Cool. All right, guys. It is now 9:32. We've been talking for over an hour, which is crazy.
It is.
Yeah. It says so.
Did we cover everything we wanted to?
Yeah, I think so. I think we chatted enough for an evening. I think we had a good topic and a good constructive debate.
Yeah, then we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Thank you everybody for joining us.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
Enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment and a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. Can we have a 2-hour special, please? And thank you, 100 Thefts. We would, but there's Fortnite on, and people want to enjoy their Friday evenings.
Before everyone goes, we want to mention the charity auction that's happening on Nick's channel on Sunday evening at 8 p.m.
Yeah, our tiny contribution is this.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like much now.
If you're not aware of it, there is a Facebook group apparently for the catalogue, although we're not on Facebook, so we don't know that. So
Nick
I'm
said
pretty
he put
sure
it
Nick
on
gave you the link.
Did he?
yeah, because you linked it. Was it in the tag?
Yeah, for the catalogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but the link's got to be there.
Yeah. So you can add it to the description in this one, can't you?
Yeah.
And then we'll obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go and watch and join in.
I'll be
Sunday.
on Sunday. Are you going to be on Sunday? Maybe.
No.
You're going to be chilling.
Yeah.
You're going to be watching.
Yeah, I'll watch.
Oh, Sunday's your relaxed day now.
It
isn't
is, yeah.
Well, you've got a lot of thinking to do on Sunday.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, this is what you'll be bidding on. Little monster truck.
And have you fixed it?
Yeah, it's fixed up. I fixed it up. It's really good.
It's all fixed up.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can have it in this shade. I'll offer it on.
Oh, you'll do it
for
in
two
either.
bodies.
There
Whichever
you go.
body.
Whichever one you want.
Yeah, or I just swap the body over.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it works really well. It's a 4-wheel drive monster truck.
Yeah.
Yes, it works.
Yeah.
Man, they're questioning my
Yeah.
integrity.
Do you know what? Alf is actually really scared of like these little ones.
Yeah, he starts barking at it.
Because he because the bigger ones he kind of gives a bit of attitude.
No, he starts barking at this now as well.
Oh, has it?
He started barking at this as well. Yeah,
it does work though.
Box.
Controller instructions box.
No box, but
No
it's got
box.
all the accessories.
Yeah.
All the accessories are there. Everything is there. There you go. Okay, so it's four-wheel drive. You can see all the wheels spinning. You know, it's got proportional steering as well. I was showing the other night as well. It's like a proper RC. So there we go. 100 special when the dog takes out the light.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, it's gonna have controller. I can put some instructions with it. You don't need them. So it's one of those. Yeah, it will do really well. Hopefully, anyway, it will do really well. Thanks for popping in, guys. And we will see you guys. If I win, will you sign it for me? Says Ryan. Why? If you'd like it signed, you know, if you want, it's up to you. But still, refurbished, of course, as can. It has been refurbished. I had to fix the steering arm because that's how I got all these with a little bit of damage on them, and I fixed them up. But they're really good. They're really good. They're a lot of fun. Alf doesn't like them. But yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you on Sunday. And we will call it a night then.
Yeah.
Bye. I want Bex to sign. She's the stream babe these days. No, we're not Fortnite besties.
No.
Bat chat last time. Oh my, bat chat. You know, like she calls it the bat chat because late night bats stay up at night.
Oh, okay.
The plonker got wagged.